This is an interesting topic actually, because this came into our lives when we had our Bernese Mountain Dog many years ago about switching to a raw food diet. Well, finding the best raw pet food for beginners, I don't know, it can be daunting. So we invited co-owner of Big Country Raw, Geraldine Brouwer, to share some of their best-selling products and discuss kind of the benefits of the raw meal plan. Very nice to meet you.
Very nice.
Okay.
Same here.
Because when we first got Alfie years ago, the breeder said, think about raw diets.
For sure.
Why?
There's just a lot of benefits, especially when you're talking about a burner, like skin and coat, like the shedding and the dog smell. That's a big reason. Then what kind of comes out the other end is a big reason. So when you feed a fresh food diet like a raw food diet, you're really eliminating a lot of the preservatives that are in the food, and that comes out in their skin and coat and then comes out in their poop. So a lot less poop, and especially we're going into spring, when I think about like your yard cleanup coming up.
You just realize you're just like, whoa, there's a whole lot of poop going on in the winter.
Yeah, so all that is another big reason why you would consider putting your dog on a fresh food diet like raw.
And then how did you guys get into it?
We fell into it. A burner breeder that we'd got a puppy from, she recommended raw, and so we switched our puppy to that. And then once we saw the benefits of just how much better her skin and coat were and how much healthier she looked, we had a dog that had some food allergies, and so we made the switch to put both of them on raw food. And then from then on, we were just totally convinced. It just made so much sense to us. Like, we were raising a family at the time as well, had some young kids, and we were thinking, okay, what are we feeding them, and why are we feeding them the food we're feeding them? And then when we thought about why are we feeding our pets such a highly processed food when we should be feeding them a lot more natural food. So it just made a lot of sense to us to make this food for them. And really from there, it just evolved with people when we would send people, our families home with a new puppy, and we explained to them what we were feeding, and they were like, we really feel the same, and we'd like to feed our puppy raw food, but then finding it in store was just a big challenge for them. So we started making it and selling it directly to them, and then we had some stores call us, and now we're everywhere.
So what does it come in? Is
it's a little bit when you look at all here. So typically what you can buy it in is in a carton. So we have like a 4-pound carton, and that comes in these packs, and it's a vacuum sealed pack, and it's literally just open it up and serve it up.
So is that one serving?
So this is actually our cat recipe as well, but this is a 1/2 pound cat food, and again, once it's thawed, you can just portion it out. Typically, like a cat would be eating about a 1/4 pound of food per day, so it would just be scoop it up and serve it up.
And then serve it up.
So that's super simple. Nice way to serve it. Our real populars are in the containers, and that's also great if you got a big dog. And again, scoop it up and serve it.
If you had a big burner, how much would you be serving out of this?
So a big 100-pound dog would eat the full container a day. So half in the morning, half at night, or you could divide it into thirds if you're feeding them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can portion it out with a scale. Like, we also have scales where you weigh it out. But I always had big dogs, so for me it was just, feed half in the morning and half at night.
Is it just for big dogs?
No, absolutely not. Like, we've got so many options for small dogs to medium to large breeds. I would say that my experience has been with large breed dogs, so that's why I'm speaking to that. But I do have a small Cavapoo now, and her name is Peaches, and so we do feed a small dog as well. So then usually choose to feed the packs, because they're just it's a bit smaller portion size. So
we only got a minute left. But what about like going to yourself and doing it yourself, the raw diet yourself?
You got to be careful, because like getting this complete and making sure you're getting all the nutrients in it's an important thing to do correctly. So there's a lot of people that want to do what we call DIY, but finding a complete recipe like Big Country Raw, you got.
Because like what's all in here?
Meat, bone, organ meat, fruits and vegetables. We got some vitamins and minerals added to that. You need to top it with a fish oil. So there's a lot more to it. It's not just total simple, but this is a nice and simple way to.
Is it good enough for us to eat?
Well, you could, but I'd cook it.
You could. And you're local.
Yeah, so our head office is in Smithville. The Ontario market for sure, but we're across Canada.
Yeah.
But
where can you find it locally?
I would say Pet Value would be a great place to start, and also Ren's Pet Depot.
Okay, how many dogs do you have?
I have 2.
2?
And a cat.
Peaches
and Lewis.
Lewis, hello Lewis. Good meeting you. Good stuff. Big Country Raw from Smithville, and heading into a raw diet. You might have heard a dog barking. Yeah, because we have an adoptable pet coming up. That's because it's Monday. Lots more Morning Live after this.